I wish we were reviewing the third Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie right now, and it was just so bad that in the middle of the review, we just pivoted to talking about Men in Black.
Welcome to Tairimo Boys podcast. I'm your host Cody. With me in second chair is the boy who took a bath in a vat of ooze before this podcast. It's Jeremy.
Do I get superpowers and become a ninja?
No, you just turn into a frog.
Oh,
With me in second chair is the boy keeping his local pizza joints in business. It's Ryan.
Bonjour.
So, boys, we're reviewing the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle live action movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Secret of the Ooze. Before we start this review, I want to ask, did either of you boys feel like eating pizza during this review, during the watch?
every goddamn time.
No sign.
Yeah, like literally 10 minutes into the movie where they're constantly eating pizza. I paused the movie and went and made one.
I'm not going to even lie. I did make a Tostino's crisp crust pizza. I ran straight for the freezer for that shit.
Other than pizza, let's talk about the actual movie. So, the reason we're reviewing this is that we reviewed the first one. Highly recommend going and watching that review. And Ryan pushed have us review the second one. So, here we are.
Welcome.
So, the second movie came out in 1991, 88 minutes long. It was a success in box office. $25 million budget, $78.7 million profit. And I gotta say, the animatronics in this movie were a lot better. Better than the costume, too.
Mm-hmm. Way better.
But before we get deeper into that, Jeremy, what are your first thoughts on this movie?
I love almost everything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have seen this movie before. I didn't remember a ton from it. This is one of the least watched ones that I've come back to, but I absolutely love this movie.
Fair enough. Ryan, what about you?
Seventh greatest movie of all time.
There we go. That scale's starting to come into play. You're having to go down to 7 at this point.
Mhm.
All right, well, time to shit on everyone's parade.
Don't you dare.
Well,
My
I'm going
parade
to.
cannot be shat on.
All right. So, just like with the first movie, I had never seen any of these live action movies. Whenever we reviewed the very first one, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was the kind of movie that families and kids can enjoy. I felt like this sequel really dropped the ball, and it was a complete downgrade just about every way, story related and entertainment value compared to the first one.
How dare you?
And I felt like I was going to be the odd boy out because the other two boys were going to have their eyes clouded with nostalgia goggles.
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
But before we start becoming bitchy boys, well, probably just me. Jeremy, tell me some things you like about this movie.
Well, as you said, Cody, animatronics. I mean, the story, there's not too much to it other than Shredder returns, but I still enjoyed it. And yes, you can chalk that up to maybe some nostalgia stuff because I do like seeing Shredder back on screen. I love the casting, although we are missing Casey Jones, which I wish was back in this movie instead of the kid that we got.
Jeremy, I said we're not being
And-
bitchy boys right now.
Okay, enough about the bitching. Love the pizza, love the humor, particularly Master Splinter. I thought the acting was on par for a 90s movie.
Fair enough. Ryan, what about you?
I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Shredder. I like that they're in it.
Ooh, Cody, you might not be the odd boy out.
That's it, Ryan?
If
Nothing
I
else?
take the nostalgia glasses off, there are things that I don't like about this movie. But the problem is, I saw this at just the right age. I
Yep.
was crazy about turtles, which is not as dirty as I meant
Ryan, were you that I like turtles kid?
it. I was also a Tron guy.
Ooh, there we go.
Well, Ryan, I'm glad you could take the goggles off. Because, I mean, the thing is, just looking at it, I could see a kid watching this and being entertained. Because, is this a good kids movie? Yeah. But it sacrifices the adults in the audience. Because, like I said, the first one, I felt like it was something like families can enjoy. This one, and I looked into what other people had said over the years about the movie. I would agree with a lot of people where they said it seems like they really neutered the movie to cater more to kids and be more kid friendly.
Oh, I can't wait till we talk about that later.
Yep. All right, I'll take my nostalgia glasses off.
But I mean, I never got to answer the question. I thought about this question before the review, and I had a hard time because constantly throughout the movie, I was like, "Is this movie gonna get better?" Like, it wasn't like a movie where I was just completely checked out because we've reviewed plenty of movies like that where I was just completely checked out. But
Indeed, we have.
throughout the movie, I was constantly saying, "Is this gonna get any better?" Like they're still building up, and then like I remember looking at when there was 30 minutes left in the movie, I was like, "I don't think this is gonna get any better." Right.
Consistent building, not a so epic end.
Don't even get me started on the end.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah,
Like I said,
I've
the
got it
nostalgia
written
classic
down. I've got it written down. Big letters. But before that, would you boys like a little fun fact?
Yes.
All right, well, here you go. So, all the pizza props in this movie, well, not all of them, majority of them, they were used in the well-known movie Ernest Scared Stupid.
No shit.
Yeah.
Man, I really thought you were going to say Ernest Goes to Africa.
I thought so too.
Well, I was getting ready to say not to be confused with the well-known Ernest Goes to Africa. So, viewers at home, time is a circle here on the Tairimo Boys podcast. We always got to reference back to Ernest Goes to Africa.
Everything comes full circle here.
Yeah. But I still don't think I answered the question.
Nope.
All right, so like I said,
Did you enjoy it?
well, what did I enjoy about the movie? Is the question, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, Jeremy said some things. Even though I didn't like some story elements and felt like it was more for kids, the cast was excellent. I felt like they did a better job in this movie giving the turtles personalities. If you remember during our last review, I mentioned that I didn't feel like Donatello was ever the smart one. But in this movie, they do a lot with him to establish that he's the smart one.
Yep.
But at the same time, I think they kind of sacrificed Mikey and Raphael's personalities a bit. But I will also say that they still didn't establish Leonardo very much as the leader. I can only remember like one line.
Yeah, that is true. That's fair.
What was the line?
If I remember right, it was when the turtles were in April's apartment and Donatello was trying to rally them to go do something, and he was giving around orders, and then no one was like listening to him.
So much for being the leader.
Yeah, undermining him. There could have just been some simple script changes that could have fixed that with him like leading charges and stuff, strategizing. But whatever. All right, time to start being a bitchy boy.
All right. Nostalgia goggles are off.
Yay.
All right, question. Well, first off, let's talk about the villains in the movie. What'd you boys think about Shredder returning?
I'm okay with Shredder returning. Not with with how it ended though. Very
well-
anticlimactic.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm itching to get to.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. Ryan, what about you? What are your thoughts?
I always love Shredder. I still don't understand how he's still alive. As usual, and it's not anybody's fault. I wasn't hot with the actor change.
Did they change his actor?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I know they changed April's actor, but I
I
didn't.
wasn't hot with that either.
Yeah.
Although
I mean, I didn't notice it at all.
I didn't notice it either, to be honest.
Yeah, if you hadn't said that they changed her actor in the from the first to the second movie, I wouldn't have noticed it. But Ryan, you have more of a crush on the first actress.
yeah, I am certainly not happy that she wouldn't return any of my calls.
So here's your boys a little fun fact. In the original script for the movie, Shredder was not supposed to be in it. Instead, like the garbage man was supposed to find his like helmet kind of crushed from the trash compactor he got thrown into last time. So it was it's supposed to be ambiguous, and then he'd show back up in the third movie. But they just go out full out and return him this time around with just a couple scars on his face. And if you remember in the first movie, Splinter kind of scratched up his face anyway, so he's got a couple more scars.
That's it. He's just been chilling in the landfill.
But I mean, he does do a good job, like being menacing throughout the movie, even though he really does fuck all. But if you want to talk about doing fuck all, like Tatsu, like his right hand man, that guy did fuck all throughout the whole movie.
Yep.
He grunted.
He grunted a lot. I will give him that. It was a very menacing grunt too.
Mm.
And they downgraded like, everything with him, because like remember the scene where like him and his men have already busted and stole like the ooze container. And the turtles show up, do some investigating. Like, oh, they stole some ooze. And then they all pop out of nowhere. It's like, okay, turtles, time to fight. It's like, why do you just run off with that shit?
Right?
Like, no, let's hide and ambush the turtles and get our asses kicked.
For the plot.
That's a kid's movie.
Yeah. We'll probably say that a lot during this.
Yeah. All right. Next question on the villains. What did we think about the snapping turtle and the wolf?
As a kid, I felt so betrayed it was not Bebop and Rocksteady.
There we go.
What kind of do?
Yeah, I mean, just even looking at it now, it's like, what are these?
And why are these here?
Yeah. I have no idea. Well, I mean, I read why, but like
Enlighten us.
yeah. So originally it was supposed to be Bebop and Rocksteady, but
As it should have been.
yeah, the filmmakers were like they wanted to make it different from like the comics and the cartoon, so they created these two original characters, Do Not Steal, that became part of Turtles canon.
What a shame.
But I mean, their costumes looked fine for a kids movie like this, but they're supposed to be like super strong, like toddlers, essentially. Not very menacing.
Yeah, which didn't make them very scary.
Yeah.
Because they basically had no clue what was going on the entire time.
Meanwhile, they could just put Bebop and Rocksteady, and they could have been menacing the whole time.
Right?
Now it's time to ask the question that we've kind of hit on. Jeremy, where was Casey Jones in this movie?
MIA. Why? Why didn't we not bring back Casey?
Yeah, he wasn't.
Instead, we got fucking Kino.
Yeah, he wasn't even mentioned in the movie.
Not once.
Yeah, they completely deleted him. Ryan, do you know why they got rid of him?
I do not.
Okay, well, from everything I've figured out, it's part of the whole kid-friendly thing. They thought he was too violent.
That was the
Yeah,
fun
that
of
makes
it.
They literally removed the best character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He shows, well, I've already been spoiled, but yeah, he shows up in like the third movie, I know that. But
Oh, I can't wait to review that one.
okay, put in the backlog, Ryan.
Yep.
Right, Ryan, I've already read that these movies really go downhill the further on. they go.
Oh,
Cracking my fingers for that one.
When you run out of ideas, you start doing time travel.
I've already got my first thoughts lined up on that movie.
Yeah, I really wish they would have put Casey in the movie.
Don't we all?
So no
He's
Bebop,
such an
no
important character through
Rocksteady,
this
no
movie.
Casey Jones.
Instead, we got Kino.
I was fine with Kino, but I mean, I know Ryan hates kid actors.
I just wasn't.
He
a
was
fan.
that
I thought
kid
it was
from Red Sonja.
Was he?
True.
Yeah,
Okay then.
yeah. Almost got drawn and quartered. So if you hate him so much, just go back and watch that scene in Red Sonja.
We're swinging from the horses like a hurricane. Is that what you said, Ryan?
Yep, like a hammock in a hurricane.
Go figure. He survived Red Sonja, just become a pizza delivery driver.
You know what? That has me thinking. If you remember during our last review, I mentioned that like joining Shredder's gang was like ultra cool because they had like skateboards and arcade machines and all that. Like, why the hell is anyone joining Shredder's gang now? Those in a freaking
Fight Club now.
dump. There's all the perks are gone.
It's Fight Club in a dump. Yeah, I'd be like, what the hell did I sign up for? No, I saw on the brochure there were skateboards and shit to do. No.
That's our old brochure. turn it around. You gotta look at the back. Look at the New York City dump. all right. So, Ryan, here's a question for you.
Let's do it.
Professor Perry, did you recognize him?
I recognized his voice
That's what I meant.
as Ra's al Ghul. He was also in the original Tron, which I referenced earlier.
No, you referenced Tron.
But I know him more as But I know him more as Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Damn fine Ra's al Ghul too.
Yeah, so whenever I was watching the movie, like I heard his voice and I saw him wearing a scientist, like the lab coat and all that. I was like, why is this so familiar? So I pulled up his Wikipedia. What I recognized him from was as the Loeb from Freakazoid. He was Freakazoid's like main villain.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Freakazoid.
Never watched Freakazoid.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I hear good things.
There's just series boys.
there is a series, boys. We need to put in backlog for sure.
We might do that, just both seasons.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's an easy one.
It's worth doing both seasons because it's just the way it's. And right, who played Khan in Wrath of Khan?
Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah,
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
he plays like one of Freakazoid's villains too. There's like one episode he even starts quoting like God. It's like, no, it was his introduction. It's like Kirk, revenge is a dish best served with pinto beans and toast. Freakazoid's like, what the hell are you talking about? I also recognized him. He was Alpha's voice in the Men in Black cartoon. It's a shame Alpha was never put in like actual like Men in Black canon, but those movies are kind of a mess, especially that fourth one.
They are a mess. Those movies are a hot mess to say the least.
Like, let's review that cartoon too.
It'd be worth it because the thing is like the Men in Black have like really good villains because like Alpha was like Kay's mentor, and he like basically sold out his humanity to replace himself with like alien body parts so he can live longer. There's like a grasshopper bounty hunter.
Maybe we should review that one. That one's also going to be in the backlog too.
I think we still have like Men in Black, the original movie, in the backlog from like 2 years ago.
I think we do.
No, I'm 100% confident we do.
I wish we were reviewing the third Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie right now, and it was just so bad that in the middle of the review we just pivoted to talking about Men in Black.
Guess we're not talking about Jurassic Park games this time. All right, but
That's
wait.
funny.
Yeah, let's get back on topic. So, Ryan, I have a question for you. Well, actually, I have a question for both you boys. Ryan, let's start with you. Ryan, what was the secret of the ooze?
Like the secret, that the turtles are not special, and OSHA really dropped the ball.
Well, overall, that question's incorrect, but the OSHA part is very correct. Actually, that would be incorrect too. The EPA would be the ones in charge of that.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
The secret to the ooze.
Yes.
I'm still wondering that to this day.
Yeah. Well, the answer is that aliens made it, but they cut that out of the movie, so the movie title doesn't make sense anymore.
What the hell? Wait, is that legitimate?
Yeah,
canon?
that's legitimate canon.
Okay, I did not know that.
I can tell you it's magical ooze because once Shredder used it, his armor even mutated.
Which begs the question: when he was buried in that landfill, and he figured out the ooze's power that it can grow things or mutate things, and there was dandelions all over the landfill, why didn't he mutate then?
Well, so hold on. I can actually explain that. That wasn't a landfill. So Shredder was buried in like the garbage dump. The ooze was in like some ruins that they were dumping the waste. So two completely different places.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes more sense now. I skipped that part of my brain, apparently.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But let's talk about Shredder now. What do we think about the final fight?
I hated it. Shredder defeats himself.
It's so stupid. Top 10 most anticlimactic endings ever.
I would put that in the top 5 even. Like, that's so anticlimactic. Like, Shredder is such a badass. And just because now he's Super Shredder, he defeats himself. What did he think was going to happen to the turtles?
Ryan, what are your thoughts?
What a short battle.
Yeah.
Short and stupid.
I thought it was going to be some epic battle, and then he falls to the dock, and he's like, starts smacking the dock support beams, then everything crashes down on him.
Here's your fix it, boys. They just have an epic fight to the end on the dock.
And they put Bebop and Rocksteady in the movie.
Right?
I know when I kill people, I want to take down low-bearing walls.
Did they like run out of budget or something? Like I still can't explain. Like, why does the movie end like that? Like
It's so quick.
It reminds
and
me.
Stupid.
It reminds me of like Batman Arkham Asylum, where you fight like Venom Joker at the end, and you don't really even fight Venom Joker.
Right? It does kind of remind me of that fight.
I was thinking that all day. All right, last thing before we start past the topic, boys. What did we think about the whole "Go Turtle, Go Turtle"? It's "Go Ninja, Go whatever" the rap song.
Oh, from Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
As a kid, I loved it. As an adult, I could see why it was for kids. But yes, I was still entertained. I'm easily entertained.
Ryan?
As a kid, I loved it. As a young adult/adult that had trouble with women, I was offended that that one girl left her husband/boyfriend for one of the turtles.
That's understandable.
Well, the turtles are always picking up chicks, Ryan.
They are. They're chick magnets.
Still offended. If you got a boyfriend, you dump that guy first.
Yeah, do it properly. God damn it. What kind of example are they setting for kids here?
Your turtle, that's the example.
That's it. I'm gonna go find me some green ooze.
You're just gonna meet into a normal frog, Ryan, Jeremy.
I know. With my luck, I definitely would.
Oh, it'd be like that episode of Family Guy where Adam West is rolling around in the toxic waste. Like, you've got cancer. Super cancer? Like, no, just regular cancer.
That would 100% be my luck.
All right, Jeremy, pass talk on to you.
Alrighty, boys. So I always bring it up, and I always will because I'm obsessed with it. Have you boys read The Last Ronin yet?
No, we will be reviewing
I
it.
have not, but it's on my list.
Yeah, we'll be reviewing it whenever the movie comes out.
Highly, highly recommend the book. In fact, I was reading the book as I was rewatching this movie. And the first things that did come to my mind, again, we're going back to story. I was barely a few pages in, and I was like, well, the story is already better than what I'm watching. Phenomenal story if you boys haven't seen it.
Is there a book on tape version? Because I can't read.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
There'll
I mean, I
be-
think it's been out since 2022, I think.
Ryan, just wait for the movie.
Yeah, and then I'll compare the book to the movie.
Movie
All right,
always
boys.
sucks in comparison to the book.
I was thinking
True.
that.
All right, boys, favorite scene.
Credits.
I knew it. There's a reason I didn't ask this question. I was like, I really
It's
don't
tough to pick one.
have one. Yeah, it's tough to pick one because I don't have one. The movie's like bad at best, disappointing at worst.
All right. Yeah, I'll pick one. It was tough with this movie, to be honest. Even though I love the movie, it was tough because I can see it for what it is now that I'm not a kid, obviously. When Shredder was giving the speech that, like one of the first speeches he was giving to the Turtles, and he was talking about always being a ninja or remember who you are type of shit. And they ask him if they can still have pizza. And he sits there and thinks
Yeah.
about it for a second. And he goes, pizza's okay.
Splinter's like the best part of the film. I'll just say that.
He really is. I mentioned it earlier. He's the one who got all the laughs from me. I like the Turtles banter back and forth, but it's like Splinter was really stole the show with his moments.
Did you pull a Cody and call him Shredder earlier?
Yeah, he did. And
I 100% did. Hey, you know what? I wasn't the only one that almost did that. The henchman guy almost did it too. What was his name? Tatsu?
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost does it too when he sees Shredder for the first time. Like you can almost hear him start to say "Master," like he's gonna say Splinter, and they go Shredder.
Okay, now I need to rewatch that scene.
I swear to God, I that's what it sounded like it was coming out at first. What do you think, Ryan? Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
Did it sound like he was saying
like that
Splinter?
scene.
Like he was gonna say Splinter?
Yeah, kind of. It's nice to get those two confused.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Or like when when Splinter showed up, and Mike made the joke. You forgot we carry insurance. It was the mutual. What was it? Mutual of Splinter was the insurance that he was talking about. That was also funny.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for
Mutual
favorite
Splinter.
scenes. You boys can't pick one.
No.
That's fair.
I can.
Okay, what you got, Ryan? Besides credits.
Tokka and Rahzar eating the donuts. It was really, really heartwarming for a violent ninja psychopath and two aggressively violent mutated animals to take a break to eat donuts.
I was thinking during that scene, it's like, why doesn't Splinter stop? Like, what the fuck you doing? Just kill them. There are no pre-battle donuts. Kill them.
Yeah, that was funny. A little goofy, to say the least, but funny. That's all I got, boys.
All right, Ryan, pass top one to you.
Did you have a fun fact about why they don't use their weapons in this movie?
Well, I mean, I said at the beginning they kind of kidified the movie, so
Yeah.
parent groups are apparently complaining about the first one.
Yep.
And I remember Jim Henson didn't like how violent the first movie was, but he was dead by the time they started making this movie. I mean, they really didn't use their weapons much in the first movie. I think Donatello used his bow staff maybe a few times, but I mean, that's a staff. Pussy weapon. Like I said that in the last review. And
Yeah, but Leonardo stabs Shredder in the arm.
did he in this movie?
Not in this one. In the
Oh,
first
this
one.
but yeah, well, yeah, but like
Yeah.
I know he had like this eye like turned backwards in this movie, like hitting people with the hilt.
Yeah.
It's like, shouldn't you just use those like police baton things instead of be doing that?
Yeah, it's always a shame to see the turtles like pussified like
Neutered.
that. Yeah. It's like they've got their weapons. Let them use it.
Ryan, anything else?
Trying to think if I want to go there.
Go there.
Go there.
Who is the hotter April?
Like I said, I couldn't tell the difference between the two, so it's not fair for me.
Yeah,
But
I didn't catch it either.
I
So.
mean, I'll just say the first movie because she had that scene where she was wearing that, like, I think it was a tank top in the first movie, and you can almost see her boobs.
Fair. I'm going with 1st April.
I'll go with both. Call
I'll
me.
take both.
Did you prefer? You didn't even like this movie. The first Donatello voice or this Donatello voice?
Yeah, I know they, like we mentioned already, they changed actors, but they also changed voices. Personally, I preferred this voice. It sounded more like smarty. That makes sense. More intelligent. There we go. That's a better word.
No, I kind of like Smarty.
Fine, we're gonna go with smarty then.
Smarty it
It's
is.
a more Smarty word.
Yeah, I like the second one. What about you,
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah, I prefer the second one. For that same reason, he sounds much more Smarty.
It sounds like he has almost a personality.
Huh. Anybody have a favorite fight? Do
That's
you prefer
tough.
Michelangelo using the yo-yo?
Yeah, anything with Michelangelo, like when he uses the meat sticks or whatever,
Yeah, that's
when he
what
was
I was
beating people up
thinking.
with them. That's my favorite fight.
It was kind of silly, but it was an enjoyable fight.
But it also gives like Michelangelo that little bit of that goofy personality, but also improvising what he can use.
Yeah, and then I also liked Raphael, like solo in the junkyard.
Speaking of that first fight, if I'm not mistaken, did it look like Donatello was using the nunchucks?
It probably was, and they just didn't edit
I was
it
like,
right.
what the hell? I was like, he's wearing the purple mask. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, they probably mixed up weapons or something. Who knows?
Or like, this is really, really close quarters, so cut the bow staff out. Sorry, Ryan.
Here's just some cold cuts to join in with me. All right, Jeremy, final thoughts?
Team Michelangelo for life. About the movie, I still love this movie. As an adult, it's more of a background noise type of thing, but I still highly recommend watching it. You got to at least see it.
Ryan, final thoughts?
Because of parents groups complaining in the early 1990s, I got a kidified, fairly weapon using sequel to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I also got a non Michael Keaton third Batman movie. So to parents everywhere in 1990, I just want to say, fuck you.
Well, Ryan, at least you eventually got to see Batman and then the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles team up.
Yeah, and I got to see Michael Keaton come back in the Flash.
Well, that's not really a good thing.
I wiped that from my memory.
You might have also gotten to see Michael Keaton get berated for being white Batman and Batwoman if that movie had come out. As for me, like I said, this movie's like a downgrade to the first one. If you want to see one of these movies, see the first one. If you really want to see the second movie, then go for it. But it's just disappointing. Downgrade in every way, like I said. All right, so let's scale this bad boy. Jeremy, today we're using this exact same scale we used last time. We're using the Big Adventure scale. So on a scale of Pee-wee's Big Adventure to Barney's Big Adventure, the dinosaur, Fred Flintstone's best friend, Ryan. Where'd you rank this movie?
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to put this 5 whole pizzas down from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which is basically halfway of the scale in my mind.
Fair enough. Ryan, what about you?
I'm going to go one turtle shell above Adventures in Babysitting with Vincent D'Onofrio.
I'm not familiar with that movie.
Backlog.
Okay. Well, we expended the backlog like 5 things today.
And we got something really good out of this review.
Like I said, kids will enjoy it, so maybe somewhere in the middle. But yeah, kids will also like Barney's Big Adventure. If you're scaling this from like, are your adults going to enjoy it, then it's probably going to be somewhere close to the middle. But there you go. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to another episode of Tairimo Boys podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, telling us how the first movie was better. Don't forget to ring the motherfucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes.